I would like to bring up about school shootings in the United States, maybe anywhere. First off, you become a police officer. You have signed a piece of paper, and it's on every police officer's card, is to serve and protect. I've seen videos where people in the law enforcement offices, like Uvalde at the Robb Elementary, they took too long to go in and neutralize the suspect. They should give all kinds of excuses. But let us talk about the military for an instance. Uh, when a Marine, an Army personnel, Air Force, or even naval person goes into the combat theater, he goes in with one purpose, and that is to impress his opponent in letting them know that they have the upper hand. They have the power, they have air superiority, ground superiority, water superiority. But when you sign a paper to basically serve and protect the public, that is your job. You are accepting that responsibility. And I was watching the videos of the Uvalde, the Robb Elementary shooting, and I think that it was an absolute disgrace to the uniforms that those people wore that they did not go in and save them children. They have all those children that are now passed away, they have been killed, and they make up excuses like, oh, we didn't know where they were. We didn't know if there was people in the classroom. We didn't know where the shooter was. They had a police officer that was close to the shooter and knew the classroom that person was in. And they couldn't have came back and said, let's go, let's jump in on this and get it done. If it was a police officer's child, they would have been gone through hell and high water to neutralize the shooter. The problem is in Texas, which I know Uvalde is in Texas, everybody loves your guns. Well, those some of them guns in the hands of wrong people can result in a school shooting. And why was the door left unlocked? Why wasn't it secured? This is something that is systemic in the United States, and I'm pretty sure other countries, but in Canada, we try to keep it to a limit. In Canada, we have a thing called the Firearms Acquisition Certificate. You go into a gun shop, you do not produce that, they are not going to let you walk out with a weapon. Now, I'm pretty sure we've had a couple of bad times here in Canada. I'm not saying the country's perfect. But it has got to stop where you allow children to get guns at young ages and to use those weapons in violence. We're always talking about mental health. Oh, they were mentally ill, they had a bad life. Well, I can admit it, and I'll put it on YouTube right now. I had the worst life ever. I have a psychiatric illness. But I have the reasoning skills to know what is good and what was right and what is wrong. So you cannot play the mental health card with me. It will not work. And a bad pass does not a shooter make. They have to make a decision themselves to be better than what their parent or whatever it is that's caused them the problem. They got to step up and they got to make it themselves better than whoever it was that victimized them. I have. Oh, I've had a horrible past. But I chose one thing. It stopped with me, the abuse. I ain't gonna let it happen again. So, the problem is that the United States has this constitution. You have the right to bear arms, but they don't do anything about when it comes time to the shooting. The president says, oh, I feel bad, I feel sorry for this. I feel terrible. You know, my prayers are with the family. But right in Washington, D.C., they have the House of the Senate, they have the Congress. I know they have different opinions on stuff, but can't they work for one thing, and that's to make sure the schools where we send our kids, where they send their kids, are safe? It cannot continue. Schools must be locked down. And oh, we're talking about maybe putting a 45 on the side of a teacher's hip. Really, in real common sense, is that a teacher shouldn't have to be armed to protect their students. There should be somebody in that school keeping an eye on them, because the children are our future. And without those people that are passed away that could have been, that they were shot, without them making a decision of what they could have done, they could have been executives, they could have been teachers, they could have been sports coaches, they could have been anything. But that person that went into that Robb Elementary ended that. And what kind of a lawyer would try to defend a person that is standing there, not doing the job of serving and protecting, not doing what he signed up for, and now a lawyer says, oh, this is not right, that's not right, possibility that maybe, you know, it's a bunch of excuses. The children are our future. If we don't take care of them, and if the police doesn't protect them, who can? Because you're going to have some sick individual that's going to walk into a school and think he's got a justifiable cause and a justifiable reason to go out and shoot people, which he doesn't. He has no right being on the school property. He has no right even having a gun. Guns are for adults that are responsible, not for children that they think they can play cowboys and whatever, and they can play, you know, police and crooks or whatever, criminals. They can play a little shoot up, you know, like on the games that they play. It's an absolute stupid to defend somebody when they weren't there to do what they signed up for. Military people, they don't sit around for 70 minutes when somebody's shooting at them. They're going to go find them. They're going to take them out. You know, Air Force, they ain't going to let somebody take pop shots at them while they're flying around in their F-18s or whatever. They're going to turn around. They're going to get them. You sign up for a job, damn it, you better do it. If you don't want to do it, don't sign up for it. Thank you.